Right everyone, so we're on the Nullarbor. We left camp this morning from Cactus Beach, which is about 20k from Phnom, and we got about a 2.5 hour drive to the old Nullarbor roadhouse.
Yeah, so we can go check that out first. It doesn't have anything in it, it's more just like the old sort of shed which people obviously used to use to fuel up and stuff like that. So we're going to check that out. And then we're going to head over to Bunda Cliffs, and then we will be camping somewhere near the border. So we're obviously coming from South Australia, heading into WA, if you've never been on the Nullarbor. But yeah.
Right everyone, so we just left the Nullarbor roadhouse. Monique's having to drive now for a little bit until we get to Bunda Cliffs. But yeah, it's pretty cool to stop in there and check out the old roadhouse, and they've got a few souvenir type stuff. And
they've got lots of stuff in the shop.
And signs and stuff. But one negative thing is the fuel there is not bloody cheap, $2.85 a litre. So we put a couple litres in to get us by to kind of the next roadhouse. But yeah, we're gonna have some lunch at Bunda Cliffs and keep trekking. Okay, so we made it to camp, and we're camping at pretty much the same spot we were last time on the Nullarbor. We were going to head to Eucla on the WA side, but with the time difference, we're getting pretty tired and it would put us back time. So
yeah, and also we do have a bit of fruit and veg, which you can't bring across. So we just thought we'll just camp
this side, and then tomorrow when we do the big drive, that will give us an hour and a half kind of back. So yeah. We looked at Bunda Cliffs and that too, but the weather wasn't too good, and there were a few kind of tracks, and we just didn't really want to spend the time going through there with the van. But we did get a few drone videos of that. Morning everyone, we've just crossed into WA. You got to do the quarantine station from when you come from SA to WA, and they check for fruit and veg, honey and firewood. They checked my firewood too to make sure it was kind of split hardwood. But yeah, all good, so just make sure you don't bring any of that through. And then once you at the border village, there's a fuel station, but they charge you ridiculous, a bit like the Nullarbor roadhouse too. I think it was $2.87 a litre, and then you drive 10 minutes down the road to Eucla, which is kind of, I mean, a main town out here, but a little town, and it was $2.44, so saved like 40 cents a litre, which is a fair bit. So I definitely recommend getting the Fuel Map Australia app, and that will kind of help you out to plan on where to fill up. But yeah, we've got a big drive today, driving about, I think, 7 and a bit hours to Norseman. So
and we're coming up to the 90 miles straight, so that's always a fun part of the drive.
Yeah, I'll get Monique to do that.
Yeah, a bit boring, but anyway, we're in WA.
Okay guys, so we made it to Esperance, WA. As you would have seen, we crossed the border into WA and finished the Nullarbor. We stopped at Norseman last night because that was a pretty big day. Yesterday we did about 8-9 hours in the car.
Yeah, and it got a bit hectic yesterday. They had quite a bit of rain, so we sort of didn't really have too much to film, and we're just sitting in the car for like 9 hours. So yeah, we're pretty tired when we got there, but then it's about 2 and a little bit hours from there to Esperance. So
and yeah, we're going to stay here for a few days. My godmother actually lives here, so we're staying with her. And yeah, hopefully the weather clears up over the next couple of days and we can do a bit of exploring around the area. Alright guys, so today we are heading to Cape Legrand National Park. If you don't know, it's pretty famous for its white beaches and clear blue water. So you've got to pay either for a day pass or an annual pass to get into the national park. So I think it's 17 bucks for a day, but we're doing an annual pass because we're going to all the other kind of WA national parks.
Yeah, and it's about 40 minutes from Esperance, and the first thing we're going to do is Frenchman's Peak. So last time we were here, we didn't actually walk up the peak, so we really wanted to do that this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go.
Alright, we made it to Frenchman's Peak, and as you can see, we've got an awesome view behind us. So the walk is quite steep.
Yeah, we've only done like a K in 20 minutes, but it's just like, it takes it out of you a little bit because yeah, it's very steep. But you go around the corner and then you see this little entrance to the cave.
Yeah, so you pretty much get to like near the top,
yeah,
and you'll see a first little cave and then the second cave, which is this big one here, overlooks kind of all the national park.
And it doesn't look that big, like you see a little bit of the view and then you walk in and it's amazing in here.
Yeah, and then you can kind of do another 400 meters kind of to the top, but I don't think we'll bother because this is definitely the best. And yeah, we're gonna probably make our way to Hellfire and then on to Lucky.
Alright guys, so we went to Hellfire after our walk and that is just beautiful. I literally was like, oh my god. Holy sh**. We got there, like, we've been before but I just forget, it's just the most clear blue water, white sand. It's just, yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, and we're at Lucky Bay now, which is again a similar type of beach. but a bit more seaweed here and more people here, so
Yeah, it's a bit more popular because there's a camping ground. So,
yeah.
yeah.
Alright guys, we're at Wiley Head, which is kind of in Wiley Bay area, about 10-15 from Esperance town. Not too far from the brewery actually. Just had a good feed there and a beer. And yeah, we just kind of found these little tracks, and we're just going for a walk to see if the BT will make it. But yeah, some of it's a little bit gnarly, and I'm surprised you can kind of drive on the rock.
Literally just a rock on the cliff of like the water.
Yeah.
But I'm like kind of nervous because it's the BT. It'd be fine if we had Lockie's Patrol. It's got a lot of clearance because there's quite a lot of little dippets and
Yeah.
hidden rocks.
Anyway, we'll have a look and we'll either see at the top or we won't. Okay, so we left Esperance this morning and we drove about 2 hours to Starvation Bay campground, which is where we are now.
Yeah, and it's all assigned camping, which you just book online. There is reception at the start, so yeah, you can book that when you get here.
And yeah, we're going to spend the night here and tomorrow, and then I think from here we're going to head up to Wave Rock, which we didn't get to do last time. We were kind of down in the southwest. And then we're gonna kind of probably come back to the coast after that.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. You've got to go up.
Really in an annoying spot, but we want to do it. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I've got another easy camp meal. We just got some taco mince on the go, some cheese, some chips, we got some guac and sour cream and some tomato, and we're just going to make up some little nacho bowls. Good morning guys. Before we head off today to Wave Rock, we just thought we'd walk down to the beach because the van's right behind us, so let's go.
Guys, so we parked at Hippo's Yawn and we walked the loop to Wave Rock. And now we've kind of come to the main information centre. Picked up a magnet and we're going to walk back on the circuit here.
Alright guys, so that was Wave Rock. It's pretty impressive how tall the rock is, and then it has this sort of curve over the top. It's not really anything we've sort of seen before, but in saying that, it is quite far out of the way if you are traveling along the coast. So do keep that in mind. But if you're going inland, it's definitely worth stopping in and seeing it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trek. Like, we came from Ravensthorpe, which is
Yeah.
kind of 2 hours, and we're going to go back there. So we actually left the van at Flat Rock Free Camp, which is about 45 before here. So
Saves us doing
saves us bringing the van all the way
extra.
here, and then so we're going to head back to the van now, and stay there to Free Camp and head back along the coast tomorrow.
Morning guys, so we're just finishing packing up the van at this spot, and then we're actually ditching the van today for a few nights, but keep watching because we still got to drive a few hours, but we're pretty keen. Welcome to the Little Blue Airbnb, Bremer Bay. Guys, this is one of the most coolest views of an Airbnb we have seen. So we are here taking some content in the house, and it is of course dog friendly, but this is absolutely epic. And that beach down there we can walk to, and it's also dog friendly. So we're going to be spending the next 2 nights here. Okay, we'll check out our room. This is such a cool little design, and all the furniture is really nice. And this also gives you a view of the beach. That is going to be so nice to wake up to. There's a Weber. It's a massive kitchen compared to our caravan living. There's a washing machine, which is awesome. We can use that. And then the shower. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Guys, so we're at Native Dog Beach, which is about a 5-minute drive from our Airbnb. Yeah, we just thought it's really nice weather this afternoon, so we'll just go check out a few of the beaches. Yeah, we've actually been here before and taken Diego on, so we might give Axel a run on the beach too. And then kind of pretty much on the headland here, there's also Blossoms Beach on the other side, so pretty much 2 back-to-back beaches, and they're awesome. So we're pretty stoked that we've got a full kitchen at our disposal. So we're doing some garlic bread in the oven, and we're doing some veal tortellini, and topping it off with a nice red wine. Good morning, everyone. So we've got a beautiful sunrise and we just spotted a whale, like right there. And
Yeah,
Lockie's
we got the drone up and we got some pretty cool shots of him. He's real kind of close to this cove here.
just leaving our little Airbnb. Lockie's just getting the ball thrower. We're gonna head down to the beach. It's a beautiful day.
Alright guys, so we're staying at the Little Blue House Airbnb in Bremer Bay, and I thought I'd just run through a bit of the information about the property and the house because we find it quite interesting. But pretty much it's an eco house, so it runs fully off-grid, and everything in here has been selected for environmental purposes. So the timber that they've selected is homegrown timber on one of their other properties, and all the furnishings and everything like that are organic cotton and stuff like that. The toilet's a composting toilet, runs purely off solar power, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. But the owners have had it since 1994, and yeah, they've tried to make it as it is now, and it's beautiful because you've got an awesome outlook and you can walk to the beach. So definitely recommend, coming to check it out if you're in the area.
Alrighty guys, so that's a wrap on our stay here at the Little Blue House. We absolutely loved it here. This is seriously, if you're a beach lover, this house is a dream. And thank you to Lisa for messaging. She's a really awesome host, easy to reply to. And yeah, I'll leave the link in the description if you guys also want to stay here when visiting Bremer Bay.